Whatever it takes to get you to try harder, read more, set your goals and go for it. Here's the first attitude disease: overcaution. Some people never will have much, they're too cautious. Now you can also be too reckless, but you can also be too cautious. This is called the timid approach to life, and my caution was always the risk. Risk used to drive me right up the wall. I used to say, what if this happens? It's called the language of the poor. What if this happens? And on top of that, if this were to happen, look at the fix I'd be in. I better not try. I could always ace myself out. Then I'll tell you what changed my whole life when I finally discovered it's all risky. The minute you were born it got risky. If you think trying is risky, wait till they hand you the bill for not trying. If you think investing is risky, wait till you get the tab for not investing. See, it's all risky. Getting married is risky, having children is risky, going into business is risky, investing your money is risky. It's all risky. I'll tell you how risky life is. You're not going to get out alive. That's risky. The Englishman says, well, if that's the way it's going to work out, let's give it a go. Right, that's what it's for, give it a go. Somebody says, yeah, but I'm looking for safety and security. Fine, then huddle in a corner. We'll cover you with a sheet, bring you 3 meals a day, and we'll protect you, feed you, look after you, care for you. We won't let anything happen to you, and you'll probably live to be 100. The guy said, well, yeah, I'd live to be 100, but what a way to live. Right, what a way to live safe and secure. Don't ask for security, ask for adventure. It's better to live 30 years full of adventure than 100 years safe in the corner. And see, it's not important how long you live, what's important is how you live. Here's the next attitude disease: pessimism. The deadly disease of always looking on the bad side, the problem side, the difficult side, checking all the reasons why it can't be done. The poor pessimist leads an ugly life. He doesn't try to figure out what's right, he tries to figure out what's wrong. He doesn't look for virtue, he looks for faults, and when he finds them he's delighted. How ugly this is. The poor guy looks through the window, doesn't see the sunset, he sees the specks on the window. And this is the poor guy who rushes up and takes such leave of his senses. This guy rushes up and he says, I've got 5 good reasons why it won't work. He's so dumb he doesn't know all you need is one. He's got 5. To the pessimist, the glass is always half empty. To the optimist, the glass is half full. Why would the same measure affect people 2 different ways? Answer: it all depends on how you look at it. Our lives are mostly affected by the way we think. Things are not the way they are, the way we think they are affects us most. There's a subject we don't have time to get into tonight called better thinking habits. One of the major things Mr. Shah taught me when I met him, he said, poor thinking habits keep most people poor, not poor working habits. Most people work hard but they don't think hard. Mr. Shah taught me that the mind is like a factory, a mental factory, and whatever you think about all day long pours ingredients into this mental factory, and that's what builds the economic, social, financial fabric of your life. He quoted me a Bible phrase that says, as you think so you become. How awesome. When he talked about poor thinking habits, he had me. I used to start the day reading the morning newspaper. I mean, you can believe that or not, I get a cup of coffee and read the paper. I'd load up on wars and riots and murders and stabbings and killings and bank robberies and muggings and car wrecks and tragedies. I'd even read the back pages. I seem to like that stuff for some weird reason. I'd load up on all that and then I'd start the day. You can imagine the kind of days I used to have. You walk around on your financial knees. They call you economic PE. The guy says, I want to be a great leader. Wonderful. The first thing we do is follow him to his house. When we get there we walk in and check his library. Number 1. Somebody says, well, why check his library? The reason is because what a man reads pours massive ingredients into his mental factory, and the fabric of his life is built from those ingredients. You would not believe what some people have got in their house to read. You would not believe one of the best dressed up words I know for a lot of it is trash. Can you imagine dumping a barrel of trash into this mental factory every day and coming out with a rich, dynamic, positive life? It can't be done. You might as well try making a cake with semen. The kids back in Danbury, Connecticut high school, they're asking me questions. One day I'm talking to the kids. Kids got good questions these days. One of them said to me, Mr. Ran, how do you build the good life? I said, it's simple. It's not easy, but it's simple. Here's how you build anything. Select the right ingredients, keep out the wrong ingredients, and and it starts with thought. Everything starts with thought, so you must be wise and careful what you think about, because that starts everything. You've got to be wise and careful. I asked the kids what would happen if somebody dropped sugar in my coffee. They said, well, you'd be okay. I said, what if somebody dropped strychnine in my coffee? They said, well, you'd be dead. I said, correct. Lesson 1: life is both sugar and strychnine. You've got to be careful. I said, what if my worst enemy drops in the sugar? They said, well, you'd be okay. I said, what if my best friend, even by accident, drops in the strychnine? They said, well, you'd be dead. I said, correct. Lesson 2: watch your coffee. You've got to be careful. See, it doesn't matter who hands you the bad stuff. It doesn't matter where you get the bad stuff. It'll still do its damage on your bank account wherever you get it. Mr. Scoff gave me one of the greatest phrases when I first met him. He said, Jim, every day stand guard at the door of your mind. How important. Stand guard at the door of your mind, and you decide what goes into your mental factory. Don't let anybody just dump anything they want into your mental factory, because you've got to live with the results every day. From morning to night we are faced with many decisions, each one, no matter how small, adds to the story of our lives. Think about this: when you woke up this morning, what was your first thought? Did you greet the day with excitement, ready for its challenges and opportunities, or did you groan, dreading the routine? Right, you made a choice, one that set the tone for your day. Small part of the bigger picture of your life. Our lives are shaped not just by the choices we make, but also by the ones we avoid, the paths we don't take, and the decisions we delay. Have you ever said, one day I'll start that project, or someday I'll make that dream come true? Remember, someday isn't a day of the week. It's a moving target that always seems just out of reach. The power of choice is strong. Each decision we make affects our journey, whether we embrace a new challenge or put off a dream. Every choice has an impact on our lives. By recognizing the power in our daily decisions, we can start to shape our future with purpose and clarity. Let's make today the day we choose to turn our dreams into actions and make our aspirations a reality. I recall a man much like any of us who dreamed of becoming a great writer. He often said, I have so many ideas, but I'm waiting for the perfect moment to write them down. Years passed and that perfect moment never came. The world never read his story, not because he lacked talent or ideas, but because he never chose to start. His choice was in action, and that shaped his destiny. Every choice we make has consequences, altering the course of our lives. Some choices are like pebbles, creating small ripples, while others are like boulders, reshaping the riverbanks. A choice doesn't end with the decision itself, it's just the beginning. It's like planting a seed. The real magic happens when we nurture it with action. As we explore the power of choice, think about the last significant decision you made. Was it about your career, your health, or your relationships? How did you make that decision? Was it a moment of clarity or a leap of faith? Did you listen to your inner voice, seek wisdom from a book, or follow the advice of a mentor? This journey is about understanding that our choices are the threads that weave the fabric of our lives. They are the strokes of paint on the canvas of our existence. The choices we make today echo into our future, shaping our destiny and writing our life story. As we navigate life, making choices at every turn, we are guided by our personal philosophy. This philosophy isn't taught in schools, it's the understanding of life we cultivate in our minds and hearts. It's our belief system, the set of principles that govern our thoughts and actions. It's the silent yet powerful force that shapes our choices and in turn our destiny. You see, personal philosophy is like the rudder of a ship. It may seem small compared to the vastness of the sea or the grandeur of the ship, but without it the ship would drift aimlessly at the mercy of the winds and the currents. Similarly, without a sound personal philosophy, we drift in life, swayed by external circumstances and fleeting emotions. Another tool is the willingness to change. Many times we hold on to beliefs that no longer serve us simply because they're familiar, but growth is about shedding the old leaves of outdated beliefs and sprouting new ones that are more aligned with who we are and who we aspire to be. Just as a tree stretches its branches towards the light, we must stretch our minds towards new ideas, perspectives and possibilities. The journey from choice to reality is not always an easy one. It's paved with challenges, obstacles and setbacks, but it's in the face of these challenges that action becomes even more critical. It's easy easy to take action when things are going well, but the true test of character is taking action when things are not going your way. It's about pressing on when the going gets tough, about standing up each time you fall, and about moving forward even when every fiber of your being wants to give up. Remember, the size of your success is determined by the size of your action. Big dreams require big actions, but big actions don't necessarily mean grand sweeping gestures all at once. Often it's the small consistent actions taken day in and day out that lead to great achievements. It's about doing a little more each day than you think you possibly can. It's about stretching yourself beyond your comfort zone, about reaching for more than what seems within your grasp. When we decide to take action regularly, it's essential to set clear, specific goals. Goals are like guiding stars that show us the way forward. They prevent us from wasting our efforts and going off course like a ship without direction on the sea. As we go through life's ups and downs aiming for our goals, it's crucial to remember that taking action with a positive attitude and a strong personal belief system is key to turning our dreams into reality. Remember, action is what moves us forward. It's what turns our dreams into the energy that drives us. Action is like a tool in our hands, pushing us ahead and guiding our path. Let's commit to taking purposeful, intentional and effective steps every day. Let's see challenges not as obstacles but as chances to learn and improve. By building discipline, staying focused on our goals and consistently working towards them, we can make our dreams come true step by step. As we think about how important it is to take action and look back at our past decisions, let's remember that every action we take shapes our life's journey and leads us towards our future. Our actions should mirror our deepest desires, our biggest dreams and our core values. They should show what we believe in and our positive outlook on life. Through our actions we are writing our own unique story, a story of overcoming challenges, persistence and the unbreakable human spirit. Our actions, attitudes and choices are the tools with which we sculpt the reality of our life. Let us use these tools with intention, with purpose and with a clear vision of what we wish to achieve. In embracing our inner power, let's also recognize that this journey is not a solitary one. Our lives are interconnected in a beautiful tapestry of relationships and experiences. The power within us has the potential not just to elevate our own lives but also to uplift those around us, to inspire change and to make a positive impact on the world. We each have the capacity to be a beacon of hope, a source of strength and a catalyst for transformation in our communities and beyond. Let us approach this with a sense of humility and gratitude. Gratitude for the opportunities we've had, for the lessons we've learned and for the people who have guided and inspired us along the way. Humility reminds us that there's always more to learn, more to achieve and further to grow. It keeps us grounded and open to new possibilities. Let us face the future with courage, determination and an optimistic spirit. The path ahead will undoubtedly have its share of challenges and uncertainties, but armed with the power within us, there's no hurdle too high, no obstacle too daunting and no dream too distant. As we step out into the world, let us carry with us the lessons of today. Let's embrace the power within with every step we take, with every choice we make and with every day we live. Our journey does not end here, it merely takes a new direction, guided by our newfound understanding and empowered by the unshakable belief in our own capabilities. Let this not be a farewell, but a new beginning, a beginning marked by deeper self-awareness, a renewed commitment to our goals and a steadfast resolve to live a life that truly reflects who we are and what we are capable of. This is our time, our moment. Let's grab it with both hands and move forward with purpose, passion and the power that resides within each of us.